sexy over the podium here. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks so much for being here, for letting me be here today. I'm really excited to be here. This is always one of my very favorite events of the year, and I want to thank the St. Thomas More Society for all the time and effort they put into making this a wonderful, uplifting event. I have the distinct honor and pleasure of introducing this recipient of one of today's prestigious awards, and I want to congratulate the other two recipients as well for jobs well done. The St. Thomas More Award is given to someone that exhibits a dedication to the principles of justice and humanity. The various acts for which we honor the honoree today, we honor her required firmness of purpose when an easier, more expedient, and arguably more attractive course would have yielded a less principled, just, or humane result. She has exhibited admirable resolve that is so often demanded of those who choose public service as their calling. In the spirit of our namesake, St. Thomas More, she is recognized for her commitment to society and to the law. It is especially humbling to me that I get to introduce one of my very closest friends, Judge Carnesale. One of my close colleagues recently commented to me that I had quite a special tribe. Judge Carnesale is a huge part of what makes it special. That tribe started many, many years ago with a number of folks that are here today and one who is in spirit. Judge Allison Burleson, Judge Carnesale, myself, and our dear, dear friend, Ann Lewis, who is an integral part of this luncheon and this society and this legal community. Having spent her life in public service as a prosecutor in many jurisdictions, including the Attorney General's office, which thankfully led to my introduction to former Chief Justice Harold Belton, who we have here today, the DeKalb DA's office, where one of her close colleagues and participant in her program, Kristen Childers, Allison, and Rochelle and I met. She served as the Director of DFACS and Chief Assistant in the Cherokee DA's office, working with Judge now Shannon Wallace, then DA Shannon Wallace, who's also here with us today and helped her along the journey. She was appointed in 2019 to the Fulton County Superior Court by Governor Brian Kemp. In my personal opinion, one of his highest triumphs and appointments that he's had during his tenure as governor. While all those accomplishments are impressive, it is the work that she has done since coming to the Fulton County bench for which she is being honored today. The flyer notes her oversight of the My Journey Matters program, a program designed to divert young violent offenders from a lifetime of incarceration through education, rehabilitation, counseling, and encouragement. The involvement that was, up until just recently, unfunded and understaffed. She does it all herself, with her staff, Maya, Laura, Atina, and the folks in her courtroom that are here. They recently, I'm thrilled to say, got a grant from the Choate Foundation that will be helping them out. However, that's only one part of what makes her so worthy to be recognized today. She has also been intricately involved with Student Leadership Johns Creek, which engages all 4 high schools in Johns Creek to participate in life-changing projects and community service. Her leadership students do donation drives for the MJM participants to include formula, diapers, clothing, books, and equipment, as well as serving as mentors to those with school needs and educational needs. She is supported in large part by the community for many years. Thomas Worthy has assisted in getting her MARTA transportation for her participants. The Atlanta Police Department has supported her for many years. A few years ago, her Johns Creek students adopted an old slave cemetery, refurbished it, tracked down many of the ancestors, and did a documentary on the history and families, and that documentary actually won an Emmy. The next year, they did a research project on the COVID-19 pandemic, interviewing multiple experts, and their completed published work currently sits in the Library of Congress. We have a number of young folks from both the My Journey Matters program as well as Student Leadership Johns Creek here today. If y'all would please stand and be recognized so you can show Judge Carnesale how much you appreciate it. We have some others back here to my right. I knew we were missing a few. She also serves as mentor for VT Seva, a global service organization for young people, and is constantly hosting school groups in her courtroom to educate them about our history, the court, and justice in our communities. She manages somehow to accomplish this with absolutely no sleep, while taking care of her two boys, Brady and Ryan, and helping her mother who moved here from Wyoming. Marcia, I know how proud you are of her and how much she loves having you with her. I think Justice Melton, as I said, our close mutual friend, would say, if Rochelle needed to learn one thing, it would be to say no. There are no words to express my gratitude for all her work, her friendship, and particularly her concern for the future of our young people, who, because of people like her, mean our future is a bright one. Congratulations, my friend.
I'm not sure there's anything left for me to say. I would like the kids and my participants to stand with me. Will you guys come stand with me? So we've got a couple interns here, we have some participants. Thank you guys so much for getting yourselves here today. Really proud of all of you. Well, thank you everyone so much. I have so many friends and best friends here. I love you all. I have the best staff in the world and I have the best team in the world that I get to work with. But come on up, guys. Most importantly, I received the best professional gift from my mentor, Justice LaGrua, that you could get. In our jobs, sometimes for society's sake, we have to remove people, sometimes for the rest of their lives to keep people safe. But the greatest gift we can have as judges, and in my opinion, is the opportunity, boy, this is really high, the opportunity to show people grace. That is a miracle for a Superior Court judge who does really heavy, weighty things during the course of any day. To be able to look at someone who never had a chance and could benefit from a chance, and to say, I'm giving you a chance. So I thank Shawn for that because she founded My Journey Matters, and it's been the pleasure of my career to have that. So we have students here. I can't tell you how many hours they put into collecting donations for My Journey Matters because we really are unfunded except for donations. We are not an official accountability court of Fulton County. It was really Justice LaGrua's passion project. She started it because she got tired of sending young people to jail forever and wanted to give some an opportunity. So you can tell from the introduction that my view is kind of one of motherhood. So I strongly feel that one of the levers for change is for people who have children wanting to do better because they have children. I have some moms here today, over here with me, who have done their very best. And I just want to tell you Quateria's story, is it okay? Okay, very, very serious charges. So when Quateria was pleading guilty, I looked on the Zoom camera and there was a child climbing my bench, a tiny little kid, literally climbing the bench during the middle of his mom's plea. She brought him to court. And so I bent over and I picked him up and he ended up sitting behind my bench for the rest of court, and I had to recruit her for My Journey Matters because the truth is I fell in love with her son. So Quateria has been so diligent in coming to court and bringing her son and doing everything to change and fix her life for that little boy. So I know that I am never going to forget Messiah. I am never going to forget Quateria, and I hope I've been a little part of Messiah in particular having a better life because his mom made this commitment. I've heard, and I know you need to get out here, so I'm going to be really quick, but I want to thank my own mother. In court the other day, somebody accidentally called me mom, and then they apologized. A lawyer was like, Mom, and I was like, oh. And I said, it's on brand. It's fine. It's my brand. So anyway, I want to thank my mom who lives with me and keeps us all afloat. So thank you for being here today, Mom. She raised me right, and she taught me how to behave. So thank you, everyone.